There we go. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Ooh, one person in here already and one like. That's amazing. Swear to God, somebody just sit in your computer like waiting. But good to see you, whoever you are. Whoever hasn't commented. Let's see. Stormhawk 427. Greetings, Captain Mark. I'm in the principal's office. Oh, have a seat. You're in the captain's office. Hey, Eric. Hey, Pony Baherson. How's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you again. Yeah, today, with every super chat, I'm going to be drinking some of this Crown Royal Whiskey and Cola. Yum, yum. Bum, 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 bum. Chris Anderson says, nice ready room, Captain. Well, this is not, in fact, the ready room. The ready room's next door. The ready room is where I do my Thursday night lives from. This is just the library, so. Mark puts in $2. I'll start. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. That's amazing. A reading room, yes. It's like a ready room, only different. Darth Eddie, BJ Vincent, Benjamin. Hello, everyone. Brian, hello, Stuart. I just noticed that you were on. You have been doing some great reviews. I have had to check them. I have had to check them out later, though. Oh, well, thank you. We appreciate that still. Benjamin, salutes. Rezovsky, greetings, sir. Darth Eddie, 10 days to go until Strange New Worlds. That's true. I love how Strange New Worlds debut and Picard Season 2 finale, same day. That's going to kind of suck Trekyards wise, but it is what it is. We'll continue to serve you guys. Serve you well. This is the way. Yes, great videos like what happened with Star Trek. Like what happened to Star Trek Picard Season 2. Or like what happened to, I don't know how that, I don't know the inflection you want on that one. Rezovsky says smash that like button, or at least just touch it, hit it. We have 37 people with 17 likes. We can get that up easily to 30 likes. Come on, guys. Who wrote for Picard Season 2? Started out with Terry Metalis. He wrote the first 2 episodes, and then he handed it over to Akiva Goldsman. So that's why it kind of goes downhill a bit. But hey, Eric Martin, it's like Clue, Captain Foley in the library with the sword. Yes. Mark, I just saw where there will be some areas that don't get Strange New World. Well, of course, because I don't understand their thinking on that. It's just stupidity. It's licensing. I don't fucking care. Get your shit together and get it at the same time worldwide. It's not that fucking difficult, guys. Stormhawk, end of the meh season. End of a meh season. Hopefully the start of a new show. A good new show. Yeah. I mean, the seasons of Picard's much better than the first season, so I'll give it that. And it's not been totally disappointing. It just started to get a little disappointing. So Pony Person, maybe I'm wrong, but your ready room has some great hollow emitters. Yes, this is true. It's the way it is. Speaking of, I gotta see. Brought a thing up here earlier. I want to see where it went. And I can't see it. Ah, well, not a big deal. Valkyrie 417. You can definitely tell where the handoff was. Yes. Eric says, I mean, season 2 is better than season 1, but it has gone downhill. Not sure how the last 2 episodes will turn out. They'll probably be rushed and not very well done, and is my guess. Rezovsky says, you know that Dutch lady with the inflatable shoes from season 1? She popped her clogs. I have no idea what you mean, actually. So, the Darth Eddie, I just noticed today that there's a weird blue-tinged opening under the main hangar deck on the outer hull of the Strange New Worlds Enterprise. It reminds me of the open space under the secondary hull of Excelsior. Oh, well, there you go. Chris Anderson, your face says it all about season 2 writing. Everybody's saying hello to you, Puggins. Yeah, they like you. I don't know why, but they like you. Want to say hi back to them? When you listen to me, do you comprehend or do you just like stare at me? I don't know. Eric Martin, $5. Have a drink, please. Cheers, Eric. Maybe it's a force field to cover the whole breach, but it looks weird. Feed Me Seymour says, I have already started to formulate theories on Strange New Worlds, especially on character development. Interesting. Good evening, Colin. Pug lives matter. Aroo! The pug looks like he's wearing the badge. Well, it's a she, but thank you. The look the pug is giving the captain. Typical pug stare and astound. Christian Starling got to meet John Delancey at KC Planet Comic Con. Got a pic with him doing the Guinan hand standoff thing and was practically unable to speak the whole time. It was surreal to be feet from both him and Gates. Eric Martin, I have a friend whose pug got into some grapes. She was freaking out. Yes, grapes, onions, chocolate, certain kinds of nuts are all poisonous to dogs. So, Pony Person, haven't noticed your first officer. Who's the good pug? That is Precious, my Precious the pug. And yes, her name is Precious. Feed Me Seymour, Strange New Worlds Theory. There will be a Hammer-centric episode where he's alone on the ship, being the only blind crew member, and they will focus on a story around that. Yep, absolutely, 100%. Totally agree. Rezovsky says, oh, my pug is named Pablo. A pleasure to meet you both. Pablo, eh? My daughter had a Doberman? No, not Doberman. What did she have? Anyway, my daughter's dog's name was Pablo. She doesn't have it anymore because she had to downsize her apartment and stuff and couldn't keep him. But he's staying with friends of hers. So, what is he though? He's not a Doberman. He's a big dumb idiot dog. Can't remember offhand. Anyway. Multi-Gun Man, I'm here. I'm naked. Deal with it. Well, we don't have to see you, so it's all fine and dandy. Magnus 4096. After seeing most of Picard Season 2, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most, how confident are you that Stranger Worlds will be quality Trek? I'm finding it difficult to stay optimistic. On a scale of 1 to 10 for Strange New Worlds right now, I'm thinking I'm going to give it a 6.5 of how confident I am that it'll be what we want. I think it'll be closer to what we want, but I think it's still going to feel off for multiple reasons. So 6.5, I guess, would be my number there. Eric, Captain Foley, what was the point of having the FBI agent arrest Guinan and Picard? Couldn't they have that all have been left out? It wasn't necessary. It really wasn't. Razovsky says Rottweiler. Yes, a Rottweiler. Thank you. That's what they had. Thank you. How'd you even know that? Yeah, a Rottweiler. A Rottie. Yeah, I just couldn't think of it. Good job. So they had, my youngest daughter had a Rottweiler named Pablo. So, Darth Eddie wanted to give a shout out to the landing party jackets in the new series. They're a perfect hybrid of Enterprise field jackets and landing party jackets from the Cage. Indeed they are, and they look great. Ryan Kesterson, Cap, I'm glad to see that I'm glad to see that Olivia has not made it up to Canada and threatening to hold the pug hostage again for puggy treats. What a mess. Right? Theraxis, I think they just don't know how to write isolated Trek episodes anymore. Yeah, it seems to be the way it is. Feed Me Seymour. Interestingly, in Strange New Worlds, we know they will eventually be replaced by the TOS characters apart from Uhura and Spock. But makes you think what happened to the characters where TOS roles fill. I think we'll get introduced to McCoy. I think we'll get introduced to Scotty. I think we'll get introduced to Sulu. I think that's just what's going to happen. Theraxis. It seems that the writing skill went out the window 10 years ago and never returned. Razovsky, my avatar is a Roddy. It was a shot in the dark. It is. It's a mean-looking Roddy. Hers was never that mean. It was just a big dopey thing. But yeah. Colin Barrett, one of my previous dogs found a €50 bag of chocolate bought to go to a movie with. He took it to the room where the lights were off and ate even the wrapper. He ate it, even wrappers included. 300 pounds to the vet to pump his stomach. Yeah, pretty much. Shitty situation, that. Mark, while I don't fully like the new Andorian look, I think it fits more with the Anar. But, oh my God. Yeah, that word. Eric Martin, Picard Season 2 and the latest Disco have the same problem. A good basic idea for the season, but the writers seem to run out of steam 2/3 way through. Yeah, that's exactly the problem that they're having. And yeah, they're just it's a good, interesting story idea, but it could really be wrapped up in 4 episodes max kind of thing. And they have to stretch episodes razor thin to make it their 10 episodes or whatever they need to do, and that's a bit of a shame. So have 2 or 3 stories going at the same time so you can fall back. Anyway, the Darth Eddie. I had a beagle and she was the perfect dog. I did have at least one fellow fan ask me if I named her Porthos. Yeah, well, my dog before her was a puggle, so part pug and part beagle. And yeah. Yes, indeed. Feed Me Seymour. So it looks like Singh and Ortega are the pilots, will be replaced by Chekhov and Sulu in the future. Hammer with Scotty, and of course, Mbaga with Bones. Mbanga. Pony Person. Knockbarn of mine had a Great Dane a few years ago. Was bigger and heavier than I am. She was a good girl. So sweet. Magnus 4096. I'm really hope having a more episodic focus versus serialized will help Strange New Worlds. We'll have to see how well it goes. Yeah, I think, well, that's the Star Trek format, though. That's how Star Trek has always told its stories. So yes, they need to return to that. Razovsky, beagles are epic amigo. Clap. Very noble doggos. Ozzy, doesn't hurt at first, it only tickles. Yes. Sean, I think STW will be better because, I think it means Strange New Worlds will be better because Pike is a better written character. So far, yes, until they screw him up. Eric says, here's a test question. Would you rather rewatch season 2 of Picard or rewatch the classic TOS Balance of Terror episode? Really? Definitely TOS Balance of Terror. That's not even a question. Damn. Thoraxis, I'm still holding out hope that Picard will do something good these last 2 episodes, but I realize I'll likely be disappointed. I really hope, though, that it does come through. Amen. I'm right there with you, Thoraxis. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. We have 55 people here and 41 likes. Can we get to 50 likes? 9 of you haven't hit the like button, and I know that. Bring back the tribbles. Hello, Captain Cisco. Hello, Marvin Woodley. Oh, hold on. One thing I gotta do real quick. Let's see if it doesn't get interrupted. I have another friend who had a black lab, and the dog would eat anything and everything. It knocked over a big Tupperware thing of dog food and must have eaten his own weight before getting sick. Oh, nasty. The Darth Eddy, if they introduce Sulu, then he'd be graduating from the academy around 2259. If they introduce Sulu, then he'd be graduating from the academy around 2259. He's a staff psychiatrist on the Enterprise in the second pilot, so they could introduce him as a psychiatrist into botany. Yes. Gertrude, the hand flower thing. Captain Cisco just casually dropping into the chat, LOL. We always have Trek celebrities stopping by. Hi, Captain Cisco. How's it going? Pony person. A few days back, a friend's good boy was digging somewhere and found a nice Mauser M172. A bit rusty, but frame and barrel are good. Wow, really? Damn. Captain Cisco says, I don't watch none of the new shit, only 90s Trek. Yeah, it sounds like Cisco. Feed Me Seymour. I felt that Hemmer's character will die by the end of the series, mostly because in trailer he talks about Anar having to fulfill their purpose, to which Hemmer says to fix what's broken. Disco to Prime. LOL. That's funny. Maybe he can fix this broken franchise. And it's a good thing that's for your life purpose to be fix things that are broken, because there's always something broken that you need to fix. So you'll never die. It's kind of brilliant. An episode something chess battle for Dominion over sector whatever would be nice. Aaron says, hey Captain, good to catch you live again. Good to see you, Aaron. Thank you for joining us. Eric says, has anyone noticed that Data is very ethical and wants to do the right things, but the history of the Soong family is full of mostly unethical scientists? Yep, I made a point of that a little while ago, actually, and I think I mentioned it on live. It just, yeah. I don't know what to think about that. I think they all try to do good in their own way, and they get corrupted by it, so. Matt Boardman, if you're just joining us and haven't had the chance yet, please hit that like button. Thank you, Matt. Captain Cisco likes jazz, you know. He is way mellow. Man from Planet X, thinking it's time to go rewatch Enterprise and maybe Voyager, just needing some good old Trek. I'm always watching good old Trek off and on. So, yep, always on around here. Olivia Julius is here. Look, Captain, I know why you brought me here, but I did not do it. It was Fleetpaw, I swear, or Brian, or Matt, but not me. I tend to believe you, Olivia. Yes. Feed Me Seymour. In Stranger Worlds, I hope they visit K7. Would love to see a return to that and the Jupiter Station. Eric Martin throws in $5. Need to stay hydrated. Indeed. Just in case you're just joining us, it is Crown Royal and which is whiskey and cola. These nice fancy Crown Royal tins. It's very good. It's very good. So thank you very much, Eric. Marvin Woodley. Are I stoked that the TNG crew are all coming back? I am stoked as well, yes. Captain Sisko, may I join your crew? I have many hooves, but I can fly and use tools with telekinesis. Okay. Rezovsky, Spock has been shown to be vulnerable to unconventional playing. Kirk was able to beat him at chess several times by playing in an apparently chaotic way. It's true. The Darth Eddy, Noonian might have been the first Soong in over 300 years who wasn't a complete jerk and craving power. Data was the result of Noonian making amends for the behaviors of his ancestors. Eric Skelton, question, was watching the TNG episode where Wesley is a cadet and covers up a train accident. Picard says that he was a class of 27. If he's still alive in 2401, how old are we to believe he is? I don't know, man. I'm not good with the dates and the maths and all that stuff, so I don't know. Did Picard say 20? Picard was 20, class 27, yeah. So Picard's supposed to be in his 90s. I know that. The character's supposed to be in his 90s. We had this figured out at one point. So yeah, that tracks, actually. Yeah, that's about right. I thought you meant Wesley was class 27. I'm like, the fuck? Stay right there. I has IRS scammers on the line. Ooh, fuck them up. Whereas Lore was typical Soong results. Mark says, now we really know why Soong deactivated Lore. You're acting like my ancestors. You gotta go. George Mangrum, who do you think will be the best of the first-time characters on Strange New Worlds? The first-time characters, it'll be Hemmer, for sure. Ortega might be great, too. I was going to say Mbanga, but we've already seen him a few times at TOS, so I'm sure he'll be good. I'm hoping that they'll all be good. And from what I've seen, it looks like that might be the case, so... Olivia Julius, hey, Captain Brian owes me cake. I need a chocolate shaka when the cake fell. No, I need a chocolate shake cake. Oh my god, from Chicago. Don't you agree? Oh, it's a chocolate cake shake. Is what it is. Eric Epperling, Captain Foley, you need to do another live show like you did 2 years ago visiting London's hobby stores. Really? Would you like that? A live one, though? I wouldn't do a live one. I would film that, and then I would edit it and be a captain's log. But I could do that if you really wanted to. There's just nothing exciting around here, so... I know, I haven't had any captain's logs lately. I apologize. God damn it. I didn't think you guys were interested in when I go out to a store or whatever videos. So I didn't know if I should continue those. But if you guys are, let me know. We'll see what we can do. Feed Me Seymour says, I think the reason Data is one of a kind because the Soong family made stuff in their Imagine, including mindsets, but it never fully worked. So they made a polar opposite, Data and Success. Don't know what you mean. Eric Martin. So they've taken the hard work away of pouring whiskey into a glass and cola. Yes, and it's perfect ratio. This is, so it's good. Mark, is the cola part more like Coke or like a seltzer kind of cola? It's more like Coke, or actually RC. Yeah, I just bit my tongue. Or RC Cola, actually. Kind of like that. Eggsy, hi Captain Foley. Have you ever tried the alcoholic brand called the Finnish Long Drink? I have not, no. Star Trek Stargazer series. Yes, Trekyards is here. Hey, Trekyards. Picard 96 in season 2. There you go. Michael T. High Desert Comics. Hail, Captain Foley. How goes it? Have you tried Pendleton Whiskey? Similar price point to Crown Royal. Just as smooth and a little richer flavor. I recommend Pendleton Midnight. I will have to give that a try. Sounds interesting. The screen bios in Continuum had Picard being born in 2305. Pony Person, wasn't there a comic where Data came back in the body of B4? Wouldn't that be a nice comeback for our android overlord? Yes, that was the Countdown comics leading up into 2000, or the Star Trek 2009 movie. He was Captain of the Enterprise F, actually, in B4's body. Darth Eddie, we have a case of Trek canon sliding scale. Feed me Seymour. Brent Spiner equals, yeah, I'll come back for Picard as long as my character dies. Season 1 Data dies. Brent on the phone. Can I come back for Season 2? Sure. What about Season 3? Pay me enough? Sure. Michael T. High Desert Comics. I still feel like Strange New Worlds hinges on Anson Mount. Without a doubt, the best part of Disco. And want to see more of that Pike performance. Jadok is here. Hello, sir. Eggsy says, George, you are right. JL the Golem is 1.5 years old. Okay, that's what you meant by that comment. I kind of glazed over it because I was like, what the hell? Do you mean the show? Like, they're only one season and, well, it's more than half a season now, but you know what I mean? These fucking pants are riding up. It's uncomfortable. Matt Boardman, I missed the walks with the captain. I thought those were fun. Well, those will come back. I almost went for a walk the other night just because it was nice enough, but decided not to. Went for a drive instead, so. Doc McGillicuddy, live shows with him dressed as Slave Leia. Hello, Julius. Next month is my birthday. What are you getting? What are you getting him, Cap? What am I getting who? Who's M? I had a really... itchy back. And my back scratcher is downstairs. Ah, there it is. That's good. It's uncomfortable tonight. What the fuck? My arm's been killing me, like... falling apart, man. Anyway, half a year or more till Christmas, among my favorite times of the year. Same here, Donnie. Marvin Woodley, Captain, is Khan related to Data's family due to his last name? No. Eric Epperling, yes, we like seeing you visit the hobby stores, the market, buying chicken for dinner, and then visiting the Barnes & Noble. That was a long time ago, that one. Holy shit. All right, well, if you like the day in the life of this shit, I can do that again. I just think my life's really boring, so... Eric Martin, maybe you can do a Captain's Walk video if it finally stops raining. Yeah, exactly. And it's supposed to be a chance of maybe snow tomorrow or Wednesday. It's only going to get down to like 1 degree Celsius, so not quite freezing, but the weather forecast says there might be a chance of snow again, even though the weekend was beautiful. Royal Crown Cola is awesome. Yeah, you need Royal Crown Cola with Crown Royal whiskey. That's the way to go. It's very royal and very crowny. Livy Julius, I missed the walk and talks when we went from listening to Captain breathing hard to listening to Pug breathing hard. Oh, sorry I breathe hard when I walk. I'd like to make my walks beneficial, which means you have to have a pretty steady pace. And there's no sense just walking slow and not getting any exercise. Have a good steady pace, get some cardio in. So yeah, I do breathe heavy a bit. Sorry. Feed me Seymour. By the way, canned spirit mixer drinks. Don't know how, but they get the quantity right equals spirit and mixer. I don't know how they do it either. It's amazing. Eric Martin, have you tried cola in Cuba? They sweeten it with sugarcane, and it's sickly sweet, so I can't drink it. Yeah, I can't stand anything too sweet, so I don't think I would like that either, but no, I have not tried that. Pony Person, Data was the mad fever dream of untold generations of insane creators, and it worked. Sean, rum over a Dr. Pepper tastes like chocolate Dr. Pepper. Serve over Bailey's Ice for a delicious float. That sounds really, really good. I do like spiced rum with Mr. or Dr. Pepper. So I should try that with the Baileys. Colin Barrett, just found out that Alex Kurtzman also ruined the Mummy franchise. Don't know why, I'm surprised. You're just finding that out now? Welcome to the club. Brian says, I don't know. Why don't you ask me what I want to get you, Olivia? I am going to get you chains, but no whips. Wow. The chains are for the semi, Olivia. Don't get excited. Cake for everyone. Damn. Feed me Seymour. Try British Coca-Cola. Way better than American version. Don't take my word for it. Lots of videos from Americans agree. I did try British Cola when I was in the UK. I didn't notice much of a difference, honestly. But that's because I'm Canadian, so the Canadian Coke is probably better than the American Coke. And even here, no matter where you go, there's Coke in bottles, Coke in cans, and then fountain Coke, right? Or Coke in plastic bottles as well. The best one is the fountain Coke. So if you can get a fountain Coke, that's the best flavor. Right behind that is glass bottles. Coke in a glass is good. Coke in a tin tastes funny. So does Coke in plastic to me. I don't know what it is, but something about those two just doesn't appeal to me. I just prefer fountain Coke if I can, or Coke in a glass bottle. They really rate Raffy to be super annoying for some reason. They do. Pants while streaming? What is this heresy? Sometimes I gotta get up and do things, and then you see my ass. It's actually not pants, they're like pajama shorts right now. If you really must know. Livy Julius, next month is my birthday, Cap. What are you getting me? Nothing. No, that's not true. I'm gonna get you the same thing I got you last year, but in a different color. Man from Planet X will raise up your glass against evil forces, singing whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. Seems to fit with the theme of the evening. The Darth Eddie. Funny thing about Strange New World sickbay or triage area is that it gets so much wrong, yet gets the TOS med panel display right. It's so weird to see them go in totally new direction, yet stick to that visual. They do that with a lot of things, actually. And I don't know if it's just a cause and effect thing, like they already had the sets, they already had the Disco Enterprise established kind of thing, so they just kind of used that as a base, and then made some of the visuals and stuff spot on. I don't know, but you can do some things so right, and then some things so effed up. I don't understand, you know? Dakota Ray Price, how many captains... How many captain USS Enterprise 1701? How many captains commanded it? Robert April, Pike, and Kirk. 3. I think there is 4 if you go with some beta canon. Somebody had it for a short amount of time on a temporary command basis, but I cannot remember the name of the person. But 3. Sobraxis, hello El Capitan. I just came here to say hello from the British London. It's almost 2:30 in the morning here, and I'm going to bed. Well, sleep well, and I'm sorry that your London is not as cool as mine. I'm just kidding. My London sucks. It's really boring. Jaddock Productions shows in 5 upside down dollars because they're Australian. I think your chief engineer is screaming to your brain. I cannot give her no more. She's falling apart. Okay. I am not on my game tonight with reading these goddamn chats. Sounds like Indiana weather. Probably similar. Feed me Seymour. I wonder if we will see more of Soong's daughter as she's cured now, right? She would go on to have a life and children. More to her story. Well, considering that Soong doesn't have kids, apparently she has kids, which then become the descendants. Brian says, "What's up, Cat?" Not too much. That was Brian Montgomery. Brian Kesterson says, "Cat, sometimes the most mundane things are the most pleasing to see and listen to. They are all good. Speaking of breathing heavily, how does Sylvia feel about your breathing?" Oh, she likes when I breathe heavily, especially in her ear. Anyway, Eric Skelton. Captain, I've been watching lots of Star Trek reviews since discovering the joys of fan podcasts. No one likes new Trek. The main bitch is member berries. But McCoy was on episode 1 of TNG. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know why people... It's called fan service. I prefer that to member berries. Go fuck off with your member berry bullshit. Fan service isn't even fan service. Fan service is... You know what? There's a whole continuity and universe here and canon. Let's use it. Yeah, that's what it's for. That's what that is. It's fan service is even overused, but... Eric Epperling, is that Nomad on your shirt? No. Some other Trekyards shirts you can get at the T Public store down below. This is my Trekyards Romulan shirt. It's got Trekyards and then Trekyards and Romulan. And the Romulan commander pinup lady with the cloaking device, the TOS cloaking device, which used the top half of Nomad because they reused a lot of props. So you can pick up this shirt and many others down below in the description at the T Public store. So, Colin Barrett, my local shops has both European and U.S. Coca-Cola. I actually prefer the U.S. one. Ooh. Eric Martin, have you been to that hobby store near Costco north of London? Cool store. Yes, I have. Go there all the time, actually. Hobby and Toy Central. Matt Boardman, I can't do soda in a can. I have to have it in a cup of some sort. It tastes funny to me. It's got like a tinny, aluminum flavor. Aluminium-y. Olivia, it's bad when Brian gets excited about getting chains for a gift. They're over $1,000 or $100 per chain. So yeah, free chains. Feed Me Seymour. You know what I haven't had? A banana split ice cream in time. Ooh, and Coca-Cola or Cola float would be great right now. I don't know why I'm obsessed with dairy puddings right now. I haven't had a banana split in a long time either, actually. Now I want one. It's all your fault. Marvin Woodsley, did you try Coke Raspberry from the fountain? No, but I did get that in the bottle. It was pretty good. Michael T, DS9 Wharf with away team gear versus Predator 87. Who wins and why? I can't pick a winner on that one. There's too many. That's a good death battle, though. I can't pick. I'm a fan of the Predator, and I'm also a fan of Worf, so I can't. Sorry. Olivia Julius, Cap, you shouldn't. The brand new Tesla that you gave me last year was great, but if you want, I'll take it in red too. Olivia, that was a secret. Shh. Feed Me Seymour. Captain, you should do an 80s, 90s foods live from our childhood that no longer exists. So many great foods gone. That would be a good one too, but you know what? I'd be so hungry at the end of that, it wouldn't even be funny. I'd have to make sure that Matt Boardman was here that night so he could order me some food. Captain Spock, says Mark, for one of the captains of the Enterprise. I mean, yes. That's not the one I was thinking of, so maybe there were 5 then. There's another one that took command for a brief time. But yes, you're right. Captain Spock is definitely one of them, so at least 4. Colin Barrett. Matt Deckard briefly commanded the Enterprise. However, it was sitting in a shipyard the whole time he commanded it. Yeah, there's him too. Maybe that's who I was thinking. I don't know. There's been a few, but none of that have really had it for any substantial amount of time except for those main 3. Mark says, I think Beta had a Captain Franz or something like that. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. I'm sure there's another one in there, but I can't recall for the life of me. A.V. Clark, I also don't know why they write Raffi that way. Having a character who is constantly snarky and sarcastic is not endearing, it's just obnoxious. Speaking of, I just watched the movie Life the other day, this weekend. 2017 movie with Ryan Reynolds and a few other good actors, Ryan Gosling. Um, and literally 5 minutes into the movie, I'm like, for fuck, why does Ryan Reynolds always have to be so fucking annoying? And I like Ryan Reynolds. I love most of what he does. But in this movie, it's just snark after snark after sarcasm after sarcasm. It's just like, fuck off. I hate people that are like that constantly. There's even some comedians and stuff. Actually, Brent Spiner is one of them that kind of pissed me off. Because every time he's in an interview, everything's a fucking joke. Everything's a joke. You have to be on your guard all the time. Is he making a joke right now? I don't even know if I should be taking this seriously. Those kind of people annoy the shit out of me. And I never once in my life thought Ryan Reynolds was annoying until I watched this movie. He's literally only in it for like 15 minutes. Spoilers. But just everything he's saying in the opening scene when he's suiting up in the spacesuit is like, shut the fuck up. You're a fucking asshole. Just shut up. So, yeah. I don't know how we got on that topic. Oh, yeah, Raffi. The Darth Eddy. If you count the refitted 1701 Enterprise, they had 5 captains. April, Pike, Kirk, Decker, and Spock. Michael T. I thought Spock only captained the A as a training vessel. Technically true, but he was technically the captain of the ship during the Wrath of Khan. Even though Kirk was in command, Spock was still captain of the Enterprise. If I remember correctly. I don't know. My brain's just broken right now. Anyway, Nikki. Star Trek is real. Roddenberry was implanted with the idea to preserve the future timeline. Yes, this is true. Look at the technical manual. It's on the very first page. See? Starfleet technical manual. You go in here. By the way, mine's signed by, Walter Koenig, James Doohan, I got Scotty to sign it, and William Shatner. Let's see, here it is. Let's see, this first page. U.S. Army Military Forces. U.S. Army Military Memo. I'll read it to you. It says, "To Franz Joseph Designs, from Colonel Robert Argonne, Director of Security and Control, April 15th, 1973. 1. Pursuant to your inquiry, we are enclosing one copy of subject docket without restrictions. The security classification has been removed, and there is no longer any official interest in the matter. 2. The printed message was, Alert, alert, United Federation Headquarters Master Library Computer, 2, Library Computer, all Federation starships on special service. Stardate 3113. Subject, transmission of updated technical master data sections 000 to blah, 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 to this other number. Begin transmission. Number 3. The message and the data sheets which followed were found in the memory banks of the master computer at Security Control Omaha and were accidentally discovered in 1970 during a printout run while the computer was being interrogated for another reason. Okay. The top security lid was immediately clamped on the matter while the investigation was launched to attempt to identify the source of the unusual transmission. Neither the message nor the data could be traced to any known country or alliance in the world. All of the terminology, uniforms, weaponry, and other material were completely foreign to the terminology, uniforms, weaponry, and other material known to be in existence at that time. And then number 4 is the very last thing here. It says the investigation was terminated with the final determination that the whole affair had been a hoax, that the unusual material had been inserted into the computer as a prank, and the file was closed. While a search was initiated to find the person or persons responsible for this breach of security control, the effort to this date has been fruitless. Yeah, so that's the first forward in the book, saying that everything here is true. and was found in a computer, and they just brushed it off as being fictional. So, if you knew that, cool. If you didn't know that, now you do. Moving on. Feed Me Seymour. Robert April would make a good mentor to Pike for Strange New Worlds. As Pike struggles with command after learning about his future, Robert April would make a great cameo to inspire Pike. Yes. Feed Me Seymour. Wait, it's real? Then those aliens with pointy ears was Vulcans after all. Darth Eddy. One of my favorite bits of fan service is showing James Cromwell as 87-year-old Zephyr Cochrane in Enterprise premiere. His appearance was even uncredited, but was wonderful to see. Bryce says that ship on the cover of the upcoming Captain Foley Commander Cockings comic, it looks like a Nova with a swept down nacelles. I must know more. It's not a Nova. It's inspired by a Nova, but it's the Audacious class is what it's called. I've already done a captain's log talking about the first part of the comic that we aren't in. Yeah, I was going to do a live talking about the comic at some point, but yeah. Feed Me Seymour. Actually, what was Vulcans doing on Earth in the 80s? That time agent remembers. That Agent Wells remembers from his childhood. I mean, what was Vulcans doing messing with our forest? Well, it wasn't the 80s. Fucking Agent Wells is like 60 something. Let's say 50 for the character. So it's not 80s. That's for sure. YJ Wrangler, Coke is always better from a glass bottle. It's true. Pony Person, Discovery annoys me, mainly because I don't like the ship class. Also, I think the TNG, it was said that points-to-point transport were difficult, and in Discovery they do it all the time. Yes, intership transporting in TOS times was very dangerous. You'd never really transported from one part of the ship to the other. That only became more common in like the TNG era. There's a lot of shit like that, like the transporters of the TOS systems. The reason that they freeze in place until the transporter beam's done is because they actually had a force field or a stasis field around them during transport to ensure they didn't move, to be able to make sure your molecules got back in the right places. Then, when Star Trek II came around, there was a huge advancement in transporter technology because they could talk while beaming. When they're beaming up from Regula 1 to the Enterprise, having a conversation mid-transport. So even Enterprise fucked that up when Archer's running down the hallway and they beam him out running with a primitive, old-school NX-era transporter that, yeah, no. You need a stasis field around your body to prevent you from moving mid-transport. So, yeah, there's a lot of things like that. What's happening? Whoa. Matt. What is happening? Does the Admiral want anything? Dude, I don't know what you're ordering. Don't order anything until... I don't even know what's going on right now. Don't order anything. Michael T. I guess that means we need clarification of the question. Are they asking about solely the 1701 Enterprise or the refit 1701 also? 1701A, yeah. Feed Me Seymour. I would like to see a remake of Predator, but it's Arnie in the jungle fighting a Klingon. But 80s Arnie. Andy Urich throws in $5, so thank you so much. E.V. Clark. I don't think it's standard Predator gear could withstand phaser fire. Probably not. Mark. The original was the training ship. Sorry, I overlooked the A. It's okay. Livy Julius. Sorry, Captain. I thought everyone knew of that rich off Paramount money. That you're rich off of Paramount money. Besides, I thought you gave all the mods brand new Teslas. No, just my favorite ones. Pony Person. I like how the chat is much faster than the captain. Somewhat funny. Happens all the time. I need to read your comment and then address each one. So of course I can always get behind in the chat. So this is just the way it is. So if you comment, you might have to wait a few minutes. Let's see. Remaking 80s films with Trek characters. Predator, but it's Klingon. E.T., but it's Quark. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, but the spaceship is a Vulcan. And Kirk keeps making Mash Mountain. Weird Science, but they create 709. Mark says, I just checked because it was bugging me. Captain Carl Franz, that's it. Sounds familiar. What's the history on him? When did he command and for how long? It was like a month or like a couple months. Anyway. Tremors, but with a triple. Mr. Captain 93, how come Starfleet stopped having a captain of engineering? A.V. Clark, some actors need a strong director to rein in bad tendencies. Robin Williams was an example. Paul N., Star Trek Picard, weak afflicts and vague morals, in search of a plot. Tan Mugi, do you love Alex Kurtzman? No, I do not at all. Matter of fact, you can go suck a bag of dicks, but hey. Anthony Foster, $3, so thank you. Hola, Captain, was curious. How did you meet Sam? Oh my God, here we go again. Quick Cliff Notes version. I had a YouTube channel. I made some videos. One was about Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. He was an editor in the UK working on stuff, likes to listen to stuff while he's editing. Found my video, watched it, learned a few things, contacted me. We started talking, realized we both like ships, and created Trekyards. Boom. That's the quick version. Discovery is classified? No, Discovery is garbage. That's why Discovery is not in this technical manual. Aaron Genther, you have the best stuff in your collection. Oh, thank you. Feed Me Seymour. Wait 1 second. Is that the Book of the Dead in the background I see in the from the Mummy? Yes. Book of the Dead and the Book of the Living. Yes. Pony Person. Now I'm going to freeze myself to wait for Trek time. Matt Boardman, that comic book cover is amazing. I love seeing Cap with the cigar. It's big. I've got the vape right now. But I do like smoking a cigar occasionally. Yeah. Sturm von Ulk. James McCulley is a great artist and his cutaways are pretty cool. Can we get a Trekyards episode on your ship in the comic? At some point, yes. It's not our ship, though. It's not our ship. It's the Audacity cruise ship. It's their ship. We're just in the comic. We make an appearance. I can't tell you any more than that. Andrew Doty. Picard theory. The crew survives Jurati from the Borg. The crew saves Jurati from the Borg Queen, but need a host to keep the Queen alive. Corey finds them, and her Q serum starts wearing off. Assimilating Corey allows the Queen to save her. Great theory, actually. No order has been placed. I was just inquiring if you wanted one. Not at this time, but thank you, Matt. Pony Person, by Q. I love you, Cap. The transporter stuff is driving me crazy. Not being the only one seeing it makes me feel better. Sean McDonald, I'm okay with changes to tech continuity like transporters, mostly because they've been doing this since first season TNG. If they didn't, you'd disappear. If you were on a holodeck that had power cut. Moving on. Pony Person. I can live with waiting. Still find it funny, mainly because you are so good and popular. Oh, man. What happened to your vape pen? Nothing. Eric Martin. If you're ordering, Matt, I'd like a Panzerotti Deluxe and a chocolate shake. Now it's time for Whiskey on the Rocks. Talk me out of it, Captain. Go have a whiskey on the rocks. Mark. It was very brief between April and Pike. Trek or not, Ed Guinan said Sam and Stu were supposed to meet. It was in the cards of space and time. Yes. Smart Smears. When Picard premiered, I thought it looked promising and Discovery was losing me. Then Discovery had a solid season finale and Picard ended up being underwhelming. Ain't that interesting? Interesting is one word for it, sure. The Darth Eddy. My fondest hope is that we see a TOS Connie and the Strange New World Enterprise flying near one another in an episode. But I won't get said hope up too high. Yeah, I wouldn't. Mark says, I'm sitting here smoking a cigar. I haven't had a cigar in a while. Now I want a cigar. Damn it. I'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just have to puff on this now. That's good shit. Michael T. Cap streams are a nice, calm island of wholesome, easy listening content. A safe harbor from the storm of other channels' outrage, clicks, and wild theorizing. That's why most of us like him. Aw, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I don't know why anybody would come here and listen to me yammer at a camera for 2 hours, but you guys seem to like it, so I appreciate that. That being said, I like the same kind of thing. I like going over and listening to salty Trekkers lives. Just it's good to have on and just listen to and just kind of chill out. And so I can kind of understand it, but at the same time, I think I just sound like an idiot. So, but I appreciate that you guys at least really enjoy them, because plus they're good therapy for me. Serves us both. Feed Me Seymour. Can you give us a bit of a show and tell on the Mummy Book of Living and Book of the Dead? Those props look amazing. Do they have artwork on the inside? No, they don't. I have some really cool stuff coming, though, from Indiana Jones. But these ones I got for Sylvia, because she's a huge Mummy fan. But there's nothing special about them, per se. They are quite simply... It's just... It's very intricate and nice, and it's got the clasps. But it's literally just a storage box, but they look like the books. So yeah, they're just storage books. But they look really cool. When I get my Indiana Jones stuff, I'll have to show you. That's all they are. Nothing special. See this? You guys asking to see stuff back here? That's why I wear pants. What the hell, damn guy? Oh no, it's broken. I will have to fix it. All right, who's the one that asked me to see it? Who's the one that made me break it? Let's see here. Hold on. Let's get these bent back. Oh, that's no good. Now I gotta fix this damn thing. And my OCD is gonna say, do it now, do it now, do it now. Hold on. Should be fairly simple to do. I say should be. Doesn't mean it's gonna be. Don't worry, I'm not forgetting about you guys. So yeah, that's why I wear pants, because people see stuff in the background and they're like, ooh, can we see that? Can we learn more about that? Hold on, I'm almost done here. It's a good temporary fix. God damn it. Anyway, somewhat fixed. I gotta buy a new hinge for it. Damn it. Let's see. Eric Martin. Take a puff and then say the famous line, I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. And how much did they cost? Both of these cost $60 together, which was not bad. Eric Martin. With Strange New Worlds being episodic, hopefully, the writers can hold it together for each episode without the stress of ongoing plots. It's true. Bryce, I have recently decided that Raffi, it has only one character trait. Two bitch. And put everyone down about how much they have disappointed or her or upset her. I don't buy her and Seven as a couple at all. No chemistry. Totally agree. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. Living Julius. Matt, my dog wants a cheeseburger, but not from McDonald's, but from a 5-star restaurant. Pony person. If you vape, Captain, I have a strawberry flavor. If not, I hope it's strawberry flavor. If not, may the Borg assimilate your left eyebrow. No, it is this is banana. Well, this one isn't banana ice. The one downstairs is banana ice. This one is pink lemon, which tastes like pink lemonade, which is amazing. I'm not a fan of artificial strawberry flavors generally, but Paul N. More Trekyards on the TOS era. I know that it's not Sam's favorite. There is so much tech and beasts there that are better than the current shows. Hordas, Magicians, the Android Planet with Harry Mudd. It's true. Don't worry, we'll get to them. Phoebe Seymour. I figure that Section 31 will not become a show and instead will become part of a Strange New Worlds. Yeah, I think that Giorgio will definitely make an appearance. Mr. Captain 93, when you see Strange New Worlds trailer and Season 2 Disco, do you find it hard to accept that it's the same Enterprise Kirk stole and blew up over Genesis? Yes. Anthony Foster. Yeah, man, I like these live chats. Thank you, Anthony. Seda I Transmedia. What media set during TOS era, official or fan-made, do you think best updates the aesthetics of TOS without making it high-tech? Curious. Star Trek Avalon. If you watch any of the fan film stuff, Star Trek Avalon does a good job of mixing TOS with like newer stuff. So, Pony person. No more whiskey for me, myself and I. Just beer. Irish beer, that is. Michael Painter, got any contacts with Friday Night Tights or Flashcast? No. Paul N., I like the Dave Cullen show where he picks apart the plot holes, bad writing, and inconsistencies. The Darth Eddie, I'd love to see a Trekyards video on devices like the Psycho tricorder we saw just one time in TOS. I'd like some theories on how a tricorder from that era can record memories and neural scans. Or neural images. Yeah, I mean, I love doing tech stuff. I love doing, we've done the tricorders, we've done the communicators. We haven't done the tricorders yet. We've done the communicators, we've done the phasers, we've done a whole bunch of other stuff like the mobile emitter and stuff like that. I would love to do one on tricorders at some point. But unfortunately with New Trek, with our doing our reviews, there's not a lot of time for that stuff. So we'll probably get back into it though. Mr. Captain 93, in Trek 3, how come only the saucer section blew up on the Enterprise? Are there various self-destruct modes? Yes, there are about 4 different self-destruct modes, I believe. There's a book that lists them all. And Kirk selected one that would destroy the bridge first. Some of them destroy the secondary hull first. Depends on what you need your self-destruct for, I guess. But yes, I can't remember the book it's in. It's behind you somewhere. I just can't remember which book it's in. Actually, maybe I do. Let's see, I think it might be this one. Is there an index in this one? Sort of. Self-destruct, 14. Let's see what we got going on. All right, as a final line of defense to prevent capture, Enterprise was designed to incorporate two separate self-destruct systems. The proposed first of these was to be used only in deep space and clear of all planetary bodies, involved the total shutdown of all magnetic isolation systems in the linear intermix chamber and in all antimatter storage bottles. The planned result was an uncontrolled detonation and chain reaction, engulfing any ship or any other body near the sun-like fireball. The ship's computer would be programmed to execute this procedure if the last two words in the destruct command were destruct 1. The secondary self-destruct plan, and this is the one that was used in Star Trek 3, to be used in planetary orbit or when too near to any other object to be preserved, resulted in the detonation of especially placed charges throughout the ship. All antimatter bottles were to be ejected intact and then escape along a course chosen during the last minute by the ship's computer. All breakers would be overridden and all onboard electrical and computer systems would overload and detonate. Finally, powerful charges within the hull were to destroy the superstructure and render the ship a lifeless hulk, useless to enemy captors. The ship's computer would be programmed to execute this procedure if the last two words of the destruct command were destruct 0. Both these destruct plans were approved and incorporated into Enterprise. That's from Mr. Scott's Guide to the Enterprise. I do remember reading another source that said there were 4 separate self-destruct codes, but we'll go with that one for now, 2 at least. And it makes sense. One just basically creates an antimatter explosion, which if you're not near a planet, but with the way that you don't want to destroy the Genesis planet, you also didn't want to destroy the Klingon bird of prey because you needed to get away on it. So, hope that helped. Mr. Captain 93, hey, the Cap is wearing standard issue cargo shorts. Noise. Libby Julius, you're one of my favorite YouTubers. This is a great community and I'm honored to be a part of it. The fans are great and the mods and admins here are almost like family. Thank you for Trekyards. Thank you, Olivia. That means a lot. Give me a bat left if you don't mind, that is. Harrison Wells. Captain Foley, do you know the Titan shuttles are named after jazz musicians? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my life, I must say. Feed me Seymour, Indiana Jones stuff. Oh, please say you're getting the diary from Indiana Jones' dad. Yes, I'm getting that and 2 other things. Aaron Genther, I listen to you and your Trekyards for hours at work. Such great info and discussion helps me get caught up while I'm at work. That's cool. Colin Barrett, just got confirmation for my next paranormal investigation. Very brave of the local authority to hand over control of the national monument for us for 12 hours. LOL. That's cool, man. Colin, I want to join you in one of those sometime. Want to know what Picard Season 2 needs? Klingons. Pony person, my OCD is saying build a tactical cube. Your pants are shorts. Okay. Libby Julius, thank you for wearing pants. You came a long way from wearing your thong on screen. Michael T, tell us about your shorts and how they can possibly contain so much awesome as they do. I don't know, man. Paul N, Raffi is the worst. How in the 24th century is she still a drug addict? And why is Starfleet recommissioned a drug addict into active duty? Feed me Seymour. I don't think Seven and Raffi will stay together. Probably a divide and conquer in season 3. Eric Epperling, I would live on Mud's Android world. Feed me Seymour. Are they even working on Discovery, on season 5 of Discovery? Yes, they are. They're in pre-production. Obi-Wan, hey Captain, here's a little something of a new nook. Here's a little something for a new nook of the Book of Dead repairs. Thank you. Did you see the Red Letter Media, which is the actor who voices Boimler? Yes, Jack Quaid. Yeah. Funny person, say, Captain, animated TOS, yay or nay? Chat, give your opinions, I'm curious. I love the animated series just because it's like Lost Trek episodes almost. They're written by Trek writers. They're all the original voices. And it's cool. The only thing I don't like about the animated series is the fucking music. I hate the music with a passion. But that's okay. Michael T, $5 for the super glue to fix the book box and the drink, of course. Well, thank you. It's not going to be hard to fix. I just got to replace that one hinge. Just kind of annoying, that's all. That's final week. Hey, Captain, any plans to go on the Star Trek cruise? Eventually, yes, I would like to, but there's no plans as of now. Feed Me Seymour. How Strange New World series ends. Kirk, right? Hemmer keeps bumping into all sharp things on the ship. We're going to refit. Excellent. Wait, what do you mean? Hemmer left. And who's this Scotty? Paul N. Why is it old Earth space probes always try to kill everyone? Nomad, V'ger, Whale probe. Well, Whale probe's not an old Earth probe, but can't wait for the angry Andorian, Vulcan, or Tellarite space probe. Obi-Wan, $20. Hi, Captain. Here's a little something to help with the new Book of the Dead repair. Thank you. Appreciate that. Literally, it'd be like a couple bucks and just my time. Self-destruct is like take some of it off or take it off, honey. Early Star Trek uniform. So Enterprise is earliest, then I guess that Idra Albus USS Franklin uniform would be next, then Disco Pike, redesign, then Strange New Worlds uniform, then TOS. Paul N. Pura Hura, with this retcon, she gets the slowest and most unfairly held back career. At this point, she is a cadet, and Kirk is lieutenant at the end. Kirk, Admiral, and Uhura commander. Eric says the last episode of Picard Season 2, Picard marries Laris. When is the rest of Season 1 of Prodigy? No idea. Haven't heard. Feed Me Seymour. Stranger Worlds trailer. Wait, what did the alien say? Uhura, do something. That's not how that works. 100 years earlier, Sato figured out Klingon. Do better, Stranger Worlds. Pony Person. The necessity of pants in Trek is a clear sight that humans in Trek aren't as evolved as humans in Starship Troopers. Harrison Wells. Captain, have you watched the Tremors movies and do you like them? Yes, I like the Tremors movies just fine. They're not storytelling at its grandest by any means, but yes, I do enjoy them. Donnie Pearson says, according to Memory Alpha, part 3 of season 1 will be on New Year's Eve. Well, that sucks my balls. Bryce Burchett. I listen to Trekyards every night when I lay down to sleep. It puts me right out every time. So I'm boring enough to put you to sleep. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Thanks, man. Some good shit. Daniel Scott, I have that. Mr. Scott's got the Enterprise, but my cat sprayed it. Oh no. Michael T, don't know how he should take that. I know. Area 51, you should break more stuff. People pay you. Should I break the puggins? No, just kidding. I wouldn't hurt the puggins. Mr. Captain 93, is the Lower Decks crew the best of the last 20 years or Enterprise crew? Depends what you mean by best. Depends what you mean by best. I would say Enterprise crew is probably better if you mean serious Trek, but Johnny Pappas stopping by for a thumbs up and because I appreciate the content you guys put out. Thank you very much, Johnny. Much appreciated. Eric Martin, $5. What are your favorite bands, Cap? I don't know. I'm not really big into music. I just like the songs that I like. Honestly, some of my favorite artists would be AC/DC, Tupac. I know, right? You can't think of any other ones right offhand? I don't know. I just like the songs that I like. Feed Me Seymour. How to improve Sharknado. Put the whale probe from Star Trek in the sky. Olivia Julius. I gotta go. The sound of your voice is slowly putting me to sleep. Bye, Olivia. Go to Kurtzman's office and break things. Captain 93, will you and Samuel ever do podcasts? I'd love to be able to download stuff on the go. We had somebody that was going to do that for us, and then it never happened. So I don't know. Matt Boardman, don't break the puggins, but the puggins with the zoomies is the best. Paul N. Lyris is a changeling sent to infiltrate the seniors' home for Starfleet retired admirals. Pony Person, break an Oberth class ship. It's made out of explodium detonite alloy anyway. Bryce. Physical dependency is easy to fix, but psychological cravings never completely go away. Even when you think they have, cravings will pop up in stressful situations. I speak from experience. David C. When is Commander Calkins going to start on OnlyFans? I don't know. Johnny Pappas just went to a small con called San Diego Comic Fest that strives to be what the big con used to be. They were celebrating 100-year birthday for Gene Roddenberry, and there was a lot of Trek content. Bryce says, I just meant that Captain Foley's sultry, dulcet tones relax me into a blissful state. Yeah, that's what I meant. Didn't the TOS episode Requiem have a Nomad Blake prop as well? Probably, yeah. Yeah, they reuse that part quite a bit. So. Now I'm all like bummed out that I had this on Sylvia. That's all your fault, guys. But fixing it, it's sort of kind of fixed now. Anyhow, let me put that back up there. Stay. Don't fall. Fucking watching you. The ring ship. Yeah. Stop reminding me about that. Pony Person, not that I need to say it. Do not break a Miranda class. Who's hurt? Just so you know. Are you going to buy a 3D resin printer to make Starfleet Battles miniature custom fleet? Yes, I do want to get a 3D resin printer. I'd love to see a script read video, says Eric. Matt. Mr. Cap 93, do you and Samuel ever disagree on video content? All the time. A lot of times we compromise and just do whatever he wants because he's the editor. But occasionally, I mean, there's been a lot of scripts that I've written that he didn't necessarily want me to write. So they've been filmed, but they have not been edited. Ring ship, dilithium, impulse engines, how impulse engines work. There's so many in the buffer. So yes, we argue about content all the time. I fell down the stairs yesterday and hurt myself bad, real bad. I called out, but you didn't beam down and help me. Why, man? Why? Sorry to hear that, Daniel. Your communicator must have been broken. Although he just read my comment and sighed heavily. Understandable. Bryce, I thought that too, but then I had a flippin' serial killer in Voyager in the crew. In TNG, we had a flashback to something kill another in that episode set and then a cell. Ah, yes, the murder and then a cell. Jeff Broadbent, hey Captain, just wanted to say you guys at Trekyards are not sellouts, despite what I've seen some say, and always give great honest reviews from a place of optimism. Please keep doing you. Thank you, Jeff. I don't know why people call us sellouts, because we talk about new Trek. Why do you like new Trek? Why do you like new Trek? You shouldn't be talking about new Trek. I don't like new Trek, so why do you like new Trek? Go fuck yourself. That's why. It's new Trek content. Of course we're going to cover it. But they think we're sellouts, so... Well, Matt Borman's right. Yeah, the TNG Bridge one, yeah. With not only with Andrew Probert, we got an Andrew Probert one where he talks about the TNG Bridge. We also have one with Larry Nemechek, which have been filmed, 4 years ago? They haven't been released. Actor plays Hammer as Canadian, continuing the tradition of having Canadians in lead cast and as engineers. Scotty was also Canadian. James Doohan. Just to ask any Trek guys, is it wrong to wear a TNG comm badge all the time? No. Samuels got married to a guy named Stewart. Does that Stewart know about this? What? Those are true, but those are treatable. He has been treated first. Marvin Woodley, you make us all feel good when we are at our lowest. Aw, thank you. David C., gonna give Strange New Worlds a very big chance, but with Disco and Picard both so poorly written, I don't have high hopes. The Discovery phaser I have is cast resin, not the Trek Core one. Eric Martin, I love when Cap does the Bubbles impression from Trailer Park Boys. It's not quite what that was, but okay. Donnie Pearson, I did my DeviantArt upload called Captain James D. Kirk. Top view error fixed. Your season 2 is disappointing video was perfectly on point. Thank you, Logan. Feed me Seymour. I wonder if Discovery Season 5 will explore outside the edge of the universe again. No, probably not. Mr. Captain 93, the scientist that was with Book, can't remember his name, was Canadian too. That'd be Tarka. How are you feeling, Captain Foley? I'm doing a sci-fi roleplay crossover, a really fun one. I'm feeling okay. Thank you very much, Sailor Moon fan. One theory I heard recently was that non-Lunian Singh is somehow connected to Adam Soong's genetic experience from Season 2 Picard, and thus a way for the creators to further tie in the two shows. I wouldn't be surprised. There's some people that do not approve of me wearing a comm badge. They got Mercury and hit with full volume concept torpedoes. Tell those people that don't approve to go fuck themselves, and it's none of their fucking business what you wear. Rob Rudd, Stewart, I'm not going to lie. It felt like seeing old friends again when the TMP 4K edition aired. It was a great feeling, unlike a lot of new shows being aired. Just not the same. Squadron Course, have you heard if Samuel's filming went well this weekend? As far as I know, it did, yes. Yeah, they forgot about the violent mental health issues. Yeah, they forgot all about violent mental health illnesses being curable. There are new cutting-edge addiction treatments today. Okay. Mr. Captain 93, if you were split in two in a transporter accident, would you want to be the good Cap or bad Cap? Good Cap. The mirrored patch, seen in all versions of TMP. It consists of the UGSF, Galaxy Union, and the Federation. Since the main games I play are Star Trek Online, Galaxian 3, and Sliphead. Paul N., the 10C, being that advanced, should have been able to manufacture their fuel by recombining matter, replicator, instead of stellar strip mining. But, hey, plot holes and inconsistencies. I don't appreciate to be ridiculed. It's not very nice. I didn't ridicule you. I told you to tell people to go fuck themselves if they said you can't wear a comm badge. Did you or Samuel notice the Halo references on the broken transporter console? Sensor code is MC117. Did not notice that, no. Jeff Broadbent, you pointed out Renee couldn't be an astronaut with her issues, but how did Picard reach Admiral with all of his? well, it's the fucking future, and everybody's got. It's a standard to be in space. In Renee's time, there's no way somebody with her reaction to that simulator wouldn't be making it that far. This is that fucking simple. Right now, astronauts are the cream of the crop, the best of the best. In the fucking future, anybody can join Starfleet, and all his problems were aromatic syndrome, which was undiagnosed for a long time. So I don't know what you mean by which. I don't know what you mean. I just don't know what you mean. I always like the ship design for Sliphead. Feed me Seymour. In this day and age, why hasn't mobile phones been replaced by comm badges? Small ignorant minds mock the interests of others. Picard had better coping skills is the answer. That's the thing. Rob Rudd, it's really cool going through all my fastest Star Trek podcasts, especially the Klingon sections. The hybrid Klingons and the pure Klingons used to distinguish between TOS and films is awesome. Yes, it is. FASA knew what was going on. They had it, and then Enterprise came along and fucked it all up. NASA, Musk, Bezos should just name all their ships after Star Trek ships. Where is the Rios and his dot girlfriend storyline going? Who benefits by leaving their time? I don't know, man. I have a feeling Rios is going to stay for some reason, but Jeff Broadbent, I meant more of this dad issues. He could have easily talked to someone about it. I'm thinking, they didn't present themselves. He didn't care. He just resented his dad. A lot of people resent their dads. It's not an issue. It's not going to prevent you from doing your job. So, it's not an issue, man. Colin Barrett, where did that thing about all mental illness being cured in the 23rd century, after all the Federation had an asylum plan for dangerous patients in TOS? Yeah, they're not all healed. Plus, there's other ones like aromatic syndrome, which we don't have now, that are future diseases or mutant diseases or alien diseases that humans can acquire. So, until Rene Picard, all 21st century astronauts seem top notch. The Mars mission commander from Voyager, Colonel Stephen Ritchie, NASA, and Trek 2024 must be desperate for trained pilots. If I recall correctly, a resequencer converts waste matter into common reusable forms, and the replicator turns those base patterns into more complex objects. Yes, that's correct. SC Scout Guy, we have reached the point that today, if you are a millionaire, you can purchase a flight to the International Space Station. SpaceX just sent 4 non-astronauts to the space station. I feel like I'm either in the wrong place or a target for people who are inadequate in some area. Oh, sorry to hear that, funny person. Let's see. Since in reality it should take over a year to fly to Europa, do you think the show will skip forward to the landing, or will there be some ridiculous, never before mentioned tech? You're not going to see her get to Europa. That has nothing to do with anything. Just her launching is all they needed. You're not going to see her mission at all. They're going to be gone in a day or so in their timeline, Back to the Future. So neither of those things are going to happen. Glad you enjoy the old fastest stuff as well. Fastest Star Trek and Trek Task Force games, Starfleet battles, the best games with some amazing lore. The mighty hood goes down. Hell yeah. Have you considered that Girardi might be having feelings for Rios, and the whole Rios and the Doctor connection will break Girardi, maybe enough to stop the Borg Queen? Maybe. I think people here in Bashir say that the Sanctuary District residents could be treated for mental illness if society gave a damn, makes some believe that they can all be cured. No. Matt Boardman. Well, the problem is that you have people running Trek who think that we have to show everyone as their concept of real people, as it appears to them real people are always emotionally damaged ones. Johnny Pappas, I think you have a language issue or don't understand slang or idioms. Talking to Pony Person. Wow. Anyway, guys, I'm kind of waning here. I'm going to call it quits for tonight. I know it's not quite 2 hours, almost though, but I'm just, yeah, kind of waning a bit. Plus, I got to go get some glue and fix that one thing on there, and then I got to replace those friggin' hinges probably tomorrow. Whoever asked me to get that off the shelf, how dare you make me drop it? I'm just kidding, it's all my fault. It's all good. Could be worse. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a good night. I'll probably be back tomorrow night. We'll probably be doing a live at our regular time tomorrow as well, although there's not much to talk about with this last episode of Picard, so we will see how it goes. But stay tuned for any lives that we do. Take your walk. Anyway, yeah, stay tuned for any lives that we do, and I will talk to you guys in the future. So until then, bye, everybody.